launch control. What is up, YouTube? This is Nick on Twin Turbo. Today we are going to be doing a video on the JB4, the most requested and anticipated content for this car, and by far well deserved. This thing kept me from getting rid of it. All right, so we're gonna try the GoPro out for the first time. I usually use my iPhone, the camera on it, on the iPhone 11 Pro is pretty sick. That wind is really blowing, dude. All right, guys, we're gonna try something out here. I did these little wind socks, as you can kind of see, kind of modified the GoPro. The wind noise is crazy. Today's a little bit windy. What I did was I put the engine intakes on first, and then after that, I put the MBRP exhaust on. When I put the engine intakes on, I had zero issues. It just sounded awesome. It sounded like this. Then I went to go put the MBRP on. Another amazing modification I highly recommend for a daily driver. YouTube does this exhaust no justice whatsoever. It's deep, aggressive, it's perfect in my opinion. But when I did the exhaust, I started going in limp mode all the time. Then I did the HKS plugs. I was reading on the message boards that they run a little too hot. The HKS M45 IL plugs I did, and didn't fix it. Kept going in limp mode, especially with the paddle shifters. It really did it a lot with the paddle shifters at a high RPM. If you don't know what limp mode is, it's kind of like valet mode on the JB4. You lose all your boost. The car is no fun. It doesn't have any power. But it's such a nuisance and annoyance, to the point where I was gonna sell this car. If I can't just have intakes and exhaust and floor my performance sedan, I don't want it, right? But then this came along. The JB4. By far the best mod money can buy for this car, especially being a twin turbo. I did the JB4 Bluetooth adapter. This is a must. This is a must. You will see I put the phone on the dashboard and just throw it up on this Pro Clip mount with the magic mount, and the magnet holds it up. I can read all the parameters. It's amazing. So it's real easy. It comes with two harnesses. As you see, they're very well made and protected, but I took the liberty to put this extra shielding on here because it gets very hot underneath the hood. So there's two connectors, total of three, your factory connections plugged in. So yeah, it's really easy. And then there's two posi taps that you tap into wires. When you take the cover off, you run the wire behind here, and then the JB4 plugs in right there underneath into the OBD. Okay guys, so we are going to throw on the GoPro chest mount, and we are going to do some screen recording. JB4, if you're listening, only con that I have with this whole situation is when you buy the additional Bluetooth adapter, you got to take apart the JB4. There's like 4 screws on the back. It's just kind of annoying. I think if you're paying that extra cash, that you shouldn't have to take something apart and plug it in and put it back together. Maybe it's a legal thing, I don't know, but other than that, I got no complaints. It's amazing. Connected. Boom. This thing is insane, I'm telling you right now. I can only imagine what the water methanol injection would be like. I probably look like a straight nut job driving with this at 12 o'clock. More maps to come. Map 3, we're gonna do map 4. Eventually, if I get more subscribers and views, and do WMI and try to make this thing low 11s. I know it can do it. I haven't ran it yet. We're gonna take this to the track. I have to remove the subwoofers. Keep in mind, all of these runs today had 180-pound subwoofers in the back and a spare tire. I have not done any weight reduction, and I have the all-wheel drive, so there's a lot of, and I'm almost 200 pounds, so full tank of gas. So what you just saw was all that, and this thing is screaming. So we need to get some new blood in her. We got to drop her off and have them look at everything. Looking at my exhaust tips lately, and I can see a little carbon, so I am 100% gonna get an oil catch can. That is gonna be a video of its own. So any recommendations if you guys have oil catch cans, the easiest, cleanest looking setup for the Kia Stinger, let me know. I do not want this thing running like crap in 20,000 miles. So this is a new car, so I've always been pretty particular about new cars, all my cars really. I like to let them warm up, you know, I don't like to try to be too hard on them at first. I haven't been like super easy on this car, okay? Like I've launch controlled it a few times. I'm at 6,115 miles. I went over just a little bit, so I'm done. I am going to remove the air intakes. I am going to remove, or I'm gonna hide the JB4. I'm not gonna take it out completely because I do not feel like running that through the firewall again. So we're gonna do that today. We're gonna drop it off. All right, yeah, so that's all I'm doing for today, man. All right, peace.